Hello and Grüß Gott. Today I'm going to try to repair this little missing paint piece right here below the front driver's side headlight on my 2008 Suzuki Grand Vitara. This color is called Vivid Red. So I've ordered some paint from ColorRite, and so what I'm going to try to do is put a little bit of paint in here and see how well it matches. Although this truck's kept indoors most of the time, this paint does have just a little bit of fading, I believe, so I think the color is going to be a little brighter than the original. It's called Suzuki Vivid Red. So I'm going to clean this with some isopropyl alcohol real well to get away, to remove any wax or anything like that. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I have a paper towel and some 91% isopropyl alcohol on it. Just going to clean this one little area here, see if we can't get out any old wax. Looks like some of the red paint's coming off, which is kind of interesting. Kind of surprised about that. This is a single stage paint, by the way. It doesn't have a clear coat according to the website. So I'm going to clean that off real well right there. And then I'll let it dry and then I'll be right back. Okay, here's my urethane touch-up paint, Vivid Red. I think it also has another name, but this is the right paint code for this, and I've shaken it up real well. This is made by ColorRite, so I had to order it. Took a week or so to get. Pretty fast service, so we're gonna dab it on there here in a second. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've dabbed on some. It's kind of thick because when the VOCs dry out, I think it's going to shrink down. I used a little paint dabber that came with the container. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll check it here in a minute when it's dry. Okay, at this point I've dabbed the product on here. It definitely looks less glossy, looks a little different, but I think the color is correct. So I'm gonna have to let it dry for about a week or so, and then I'll come in here and I'll lightly wet sand it, and then I will polish it, and then I'll wax it, and then we'll see if it doesn't blend in. Okay, it's been a few days since we put the paint on there. And right now we're going to start out with doing some wet sanding with some 1500 grit sandpaper, and we're going to use some quick detailer as a lubricant. So we're going to start that here in a second, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so use some meguiar's quick detailer and spray it on the area, and we're going to wet sand it, like I said, with 1500 grit sandpaper. So you're going to sand in a side-to-side motion real gently, since the paint is still soft in that area. So we'll get that all sanded down and we'll be right back. At this point we've finished with the 1500 grit sandpaper, and now we're going to be moving to 3000 grit sandpaper. And there is one little tiny chip still showing, so we'll come back and patch that up later. So we'll be back in a minute. So you're going to sand with this 3000 grit till you get it all nice and smooth, and then we'll show you what to do next. We're going to use the meguiar's Ultimate Compound to polish out this after we've done the 3000 grit sandpaper. So we also are going to use a cloth that's been misted with meguiar's quick detailer. So we're going to do that here and we'll show you. Okay, so this is the meguiar's polish we're using here. I'm going to get it all polished. And then it should be almost perfect. There is one little small paint chip still missing, so we're going to, before we wax it, we'll come back and repair that. So all you do is wait a few days on this, and then you can wax it with normal wax. You have to let it last, it takes about a week or so for the paint to thoroughly dry on this one stage paint. So thanks for watching.